everyone, it's Christina from thediymommie.com, and today I want to show you how to install laminate flooring. I am back in my half-finished, kind of echoey guest bedroom. I just shared how we started this makeover, and I wanted to make this a series and take you along with me as we do this bedroom from start to finish. So last time I shared with you how I even started the process of turning our storage room into a guest bedroom with deciding on the needs of the space, doing a mood board, doing inspiration boards, all that kind of thing. I'll leave a link in the description box below if you're interested to see that. And today I wanted to show you how we installed laminate flooring in this room. I'll also show you quickly how we installed this feature wall here. Let's get started.
The laminate we're using is called a Provence Oak, and it's by Allen & Roth, and you can find it at Lowe's. We've used this in our whole home. We put it in 5 years ago and we still absolutely love it. I would definitely recommend this laminate. So this particular laminate flooring doesn't require an underlay. However, we decided to put a underlay underneath our laminate in our whole home. We just like that extra cushiony feeling. So if you are going to put underlay underneath your laminate flooring, you can just purchase it at any home improvement store and you can just cut it to size. So you don't have to tack it down or glue it down or anything. You can just lay it over top of your subflooring. So you'll need to space the laminate away from the walls. This allows for contraction and expansion of your flooring if needed. So you can buy some little spacers, or you can just use tile spacers like we did here, or an extra piece of laminate, and just make sure all of your laminate is that much away from the walls. So when you begin and on the sides. So a typical piece of laminate has a tongue side and a groove side. So this is the groove side and the tongue side is this side here. You're going to want to work with the tongue side away from you. So looking down on me installing a piece of laminate, I have the tongue side away from me and I basically lift it up and push it into the groove of the laminate piece ahead, and it should just kind of click down. And then you can use a tool like this to push laminate in. We don't like using this tool to push the vertical strip in. We like cutting a little piece of laminate that locks right in like this and a hammer, and then you just slide the laminate over so it clicks just like this. So first you want to slide it in the long way and click it, and then you want to use a tool like the block we have there or an extra piece of laminate and hammer it in so it clicks in on the short end. So here's another video of me doing it here with a hammer and that extra piece of laminate, and you want to make sure that all of your pieces are nice and snug together so that they don't gradually shift apart. This you can do with one person, but it's definitely better with two because you can have one person installing it while the other person cuts it, and you can kind of go in staggered rows. This little tool is what you can use at the end of a piece if you can't reach to click it in. So at the end of a row, you can find that at a home improvement store as well. And again, you just want to leave spaces all around the edges of your laminate. One trick to cutting laminate, if you want to cut a piece at the end like this, is just flip your piece over and draw a line with a Sharpie or a construction pencil, just like this. And then that way, when you cut it, the right tongue or the right groove is going to be on the right side of your piece of laminate. We use a circular saw or a crosscut saw to cut laminate. That's definitely the fastest way to do it. You can buy them for a pretty cheap price, or you can rent them as well. And that's really it. Laminate is really easy to install. We loved installing it. We DIY'd our whole house in it, and I would definitely recommend installing it yourself and using it in your own home. So now I want to show you a couple more updates we did to this guest bedroom really quickly. So this light, you might remember I found it on Wayfair. I'll leave it in the description box below. My husband is an electrician by trade, so he installed it in the middle of the room. Love how it looks in here. It's definitely one of the features of this space. And I also purchased this wall mural from Wayfair. I'll leave a link to this in the description box below as well. It's basically like a giant piece of wallpaper. It actually comes in 4 pieces. So to install it, it came with a paste. I just mixed the paste up with some water and it kind of thickened into a wallpaper paste consistency. And then I brushed this on the wall. We used a laser level to mark the center of the wall. So we're working from the center outwards to make sure the mural is nice and centered on our feature wall. And this project, I tried to put this up myself, but it was really difficult because these pieces are so large. So my husband helped me put this one up as well. So we basically just stuck the piece to the paste, and then I smoothed it out with my hands, and then later smoothed it out with a credit card. And then after that, I used a rag to wipe off any excess paste and smooth it out even further. So I did this with all 4 pieces of the mural. And I did have to trim off the sides of the mural, so I just put everything in place and then trimmed the sides off after everything was in place. I just used a utility knife to do that. There was also some extra space at the bottom of the mural that we needed to fill, and I'll show you how we took care of that in just a second. So here's me using a utility knife to cut off the excess paper on the feature wall here. And then for the bottom, I just did a really short chair rail. So I just used some extra baseboard and we put it about 24 inches from the floor, and then cut some little pieces to kind of do some vertical batten strips. And I nailed those with a nail gun, and I'm just going to caulk and paint everything to make a chair rail feature. And I have an idea for some side tables that I think I'm going to execute here, and I can't wait to start on those.
Thanks so much for watching this video today. I hope you found that tutorial helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever tried to install laminate, or if you ever would try to install laminate. It's definitely a great DIY project if you have a saw or if you can borrow one. Really, almost anyone can do this. Thanks so much for watching my video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want more DIY and decor ideas. And I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye.